Hey everyone, this video is going to be my 2012 favourite products video. I've got a lot of products here. I'll start with makeup and I'll start with face products. A lot of these are kind of new discoveries this year. Some of them are old favourites, but most of them are kind of new products for this year. My favourite new foundation for the year is the Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum, which looks like this. It's not my favourite foundation ever, but I'm still on that journey trying to find the best foundation ever for me. But this one was my favourite new one that I tried this year. I've kind of moved away from the heavier foundations and I want a much lighter coverage. And for foundations, it's pretty low coverage, which is what I kind of look for. It makes your skin just look alive and healthier and covers most imperfections. So yeah, I'd say this is probably my favourite discovery for foundation for the year. What I did wear most days throughout summer and beyond into winter is Origin's Vitazing SPF 15. I use this instead of foundation most days through the day. So even though I do love the Healthy Mix Serum, this is what I use most days. And it gives the tiniest amount of coverage, like the lowest amount that is possible before you don't have coverage at all. It just kind of gives like a tint, as it says on here. Yeah, it's a tint of colour, and that kind of just covers up like imperfections a little bit and like blurs things, like your pores and that are less visible, any spots are kind of less visible, and it's just really nice, really light coverage for days when you're not that bothered about coverage. I know a lot of people prefer it with foundation through the day, but this is a really good one for like days when you're in the house and you're not going anywhere. But I use this like even when I am going out because I do really love it. And yeah, SPF 15 is a good bonus as well, so I use this on holiday through the day, which was a really good purpose for it. On holiday, most people don't want to wear loads of makeup through the day, and this just evens out your skin tone a tiny bit without even looking like you're wearing foundation. So yeah, really handy, and I'll always have this in my collection. For concealer, I think this is the same as absolutely everyone's I've watched, and it's a Collection 2000 Lasting Perfection Concealer. Again, like everyone else's, all the writing is worn off mine. Mine's pretty old now and I'm due a new one. And it's great for under eye circles. It doesn't crease too much, which is really good, especially if you have like a little setting powder on top of it. It doesn't really crease at all, and it's good for blemishes as well. It just gives it really high coverage without being cakey at all, and it's really cheap and affordable, so yeah, I'd highly recommend that. And for powder, mine is pretty much battered and dead, but it's the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. As you can see, there's hardly any left, but I've got a brand new one ready to open when this is completely gone. Mine's the shade 003 Peach Glow. Yeah, this is just a really cheap powder again. I love buying stuff that is cheap because I go through it so quick. And I use it through my T-zone every day just to set my foundation or whatever I'm wearing. Today it's a BB cream, and I've just used this to set down the centre of my face. And yeah, it just stops you from looking too oily, and it's really easy to top up through the day if you do get a bit shiny, and it doesn't look too caked on if you do put more on through the day. So yeah, really good product, and yeah, I think a lot of people have found that I love this year, so really good and much cheaper than my Mineralized Skin Finish from MAC that I was using before. Next I've got bronzer, and my favourite bronzer of the year by a million miles is the Chanel Soleil de Chanel. It looks like this and it's very beautiful, and it's the first ever Chanel product I've bought, and that is it there. I use this to contour almost every single day. Even when I'm pale like this, it can work. Other people think it's orange, but like not on me, not people haven't said I'm orange, but other people have reviewed this saying it can be orange. I don't think it's orange at all, and I'm really sensitive to orange things. I hate orange products, but yeah, I don't find this to be orange in any way, shape or form. And yeah, I just find it really natural looking, more so than a powder, and easier to control and build up than a powder. And yeah, I will have this forever because it's my absolute favourite, and I think I'll probably have this tub forever because a little really goes a long way. And the last two blushes, I'm not sure I should even include these, but I'm just being honest, and these were the ones that I used. The first is MAC Azalea Blossom, which was limited edition. It looks like this, but I'm pretty sure Well Dressed gives a pretty similar result, so you could try that. But I love the colours of it, I think it looks beautiful. And on, it does look really cool toned there, but when it's on, it just gives a lovely pink kind of flush and just makes it look really healthy and alive and fresh. So yeah, I've loved that one all year. And the other one is one, again, I'm not sure you can get this anymore because Jemma Kid Makeup School products went bust. And I would have had 3 others of hers in here if that wasn't the case, but I had to include this one, and it's the Paw Paw Blush Cream. It's just a cream blush and it's peach, and I just absolutely love this. All summer I use it almost every single day, so yeah, I'll be disappointed when I can't get my hands on that anymore and it runs out. Yeah, but if you can get your hands on these cream blushes, do it because they're really nice. Next I've got eye products. I've only got two because I didn't want to mention every eye product under the sun that I've liked. These are just my two favourites that stood out this year. I've only included one eyeliner, even though I love the Max Factor gel eyeliner, I think it is, and the Avon Super Shock pencil, but the one that I've loved the most is the L'Oreal Paris Superliner Carbon Gloss, which is a liquid eyeliner. It's what I'm wearing today, if you can see. It's just this tiny little felt tip nib, and this bottle has actually lasted us a really long time. It's really opaque, really black, and it doesn't kind of disappear and flake off. I've had some liquid eyeliners in the past where after a few hours they start flaking, or they're not as black, or they just kind of disappear. This one just lasts all day, and it's really black, really glossy, as its carbon gloss would suggest, and yeah, I really like this. And the other one is really predictable if you watch my videos, and it's the Decay Naked 2 palette. I have used this a lot more than the Naked palette, which makes us feel like I'm kind of a traitor, basically, because I used to love my Naked palette, and I still do, but this one is kind of taking the lead for me recently. I love every eyeshadow in it. I use every eyeshadow in it, which I don't really do with the other one. I think some of the colours are way too warm tone for my skin, whereas these are much more suited to my cooler skin tone, and yeah, absolutely worth every penny, and I've used it almost every single day this year. Right, and the last makeup products are lip products, and I've got 4 here to show you. The first is the Clarins Instant Light Natural Lip Perfector in 02 Peach, I think this is the colour. This has just been my most used lip product of the year by a million miles. I use this every single day practically. It's got this lovely little doe foot applicator, which is really soft and nice. It smells amazing. It smells like some kind of cake or something. It's really nice, and it just is kind of a balm and a gloss in one. And it's not sticky at all, and it's really nourishing on the lips and feels really creamy, and it's just really, really nice. I can't really explain it unless you've tried it. So yeah, just go and try these because they're really, really good. Then I've got 2 lipsticks. The first is my Nude option, and it's Nude Delight by Rimmel in the Moisturiser lipsticks, I think these are. Yeah, and as you can tell, I've used this pretty much to death. This is my favourite nude. It's not a concealer nude, and it's not too browny. It's just kind of right there in the middle for me. So yeah, really like that, and I will repurchase that as soon as it's run out. And the lip gloss that I wear with that, I'm skipping ahead to the lip gloss, is Big Baby by MAC, and it's a Plushglass. And I've nearly completely run out of this, as you can see, almost gone. But this is my favourite lip gloss ever, like in the world ever. It smells like shortbread biscuits to me. It's so nice, and yeah, I would totally recommend giving it a try because it looks like nothing in the bottle. Like, it doesn't look anything special, but it's just got this lovely pearly sheen to it when you put it on, and it's a nice nude colour, great for every day. And yeah, another one I'll be repurchasing very soon. And my bright lip option is MAC's Girl About Town. I couldn't not mention this. If any of my friends let me do this video without mentioning this, they would probably shout at us because they know how much I love this lipstick and how much it's my signature colour. Absolutely love it. It's not showing up too great on camera, but it's a lovely kind of deep but bright fuchsia pink, if that makes sense. And yeah, it just looks great on absolutely anyone I've ever seen it on. Loads of people I know wear this, and I can tell a mile off when they are, because it's just such a standout colour to me. It's just the perfect pink lip for me. Quickly, I've got 2 makeup brushes that have been my favourite new makeup brushes for the year. Actually no, this one isn't new, but I can't not mention it. It's the MAC 217 eyeshadow brush. This is dirty because I've literally just used it today. This is just the perfect brush that does everything right. I can apply eyeshadow with this, I can blend eyeshadow with this. I really want some more of these brushes so I can have like a few on the go to like use for different bits of my eyeshadow and stuff, and for different days. But yeah, it's just the perfect eyeshadow brush, and yeah, I would highly recommend, if you're going to splurge on one MAC brush, it would be the MAC 217, because it's just the best brush I've ever invested in, and it's got so much use that it's definitely been worth the money. So yeah, totally love this brush. And the next is one that I use for contouring, and it's the best contour brush I've ever used, and it's actually called the Contour Brush, and it's by Real Techniques. I think this is from the, I can't remember what collection it is, but it's the orange one with like the buffing brush in as well, and 2 little brushes. But this one has just been the perfect size for getting right in the holes of the cheeks, and I love that it's like pointed, so you can get some bronzer on or whatever on their end and just get it in nicely, and the edges blend it out, so it's really nice. Perfect size, and I just love this brush to death. Right, I'll just fit a quick nail product in before I move on to skincare, and the nail product of the year for me has been OPI's Nail Envy, which is the original one, not the matte one. Yeah, so the Nail Envy has just saved my nails this year. My nails have constantly got nail polish on, apart from a day, which is just sod's law, isn't it really? But yeah, my nails have always covered in nail polish, which isn't really good for your nails. So every time I take it off, my nails were always orange and brittle and peeling away, and they just weren't healthy or nice at all. Putting a few coats of this on before nail varnish, or using it as a treatment. I meant to use it as a treatment, I think, for like the first few weeks, where you apply it's like every other day, just constantly on top of it, and it just strengthens your nails to start off with. I did that and it worked really well, and then from then on I just use it as like a base coat for nail varnish, and it's just really made my nails like grow a lot stronger and less brittle, and they don't peel anywhere near as much as they used to. So yeah, it's completely been a saviour, and again another one that's worth the expensive price tag. But I haven't come across anything that works like this, so yeah, really good. Next I've got a few skincare bits. I could literally sit here and list every skincare product I'm using at the minute. All my Liz Earle stuff, I absolutely love the Liz Earle 3-step system, and all my Origins things I'm using at the minute, all fantastic. But I just wanted to narrow it down to 3 things that I've really enjoyed this year. The first is an eye cream, and it's Origins Eye Doctor Moisture Care Eye Cream, and it's just this little blue pot. The thing with Origins products is they last an absolute age, so as much as this was I think £20 odd, I think, I can't remember, I bought this in January last year, so I've had it about a year, and as you can see I've got a lot left, like it's half full, and that's like off a year's use. So yeah, a little really goes a long way. You need a tiny amount, and this is really moisturising. I use this as my nighttime eye cream before I go to bed, because it's really quite thick and nourishing, and I just find it's really nice to keep your eye area soft and nice. So yeah, I'd highly recommend it as a really good full-on moisture eye cream. Next are 2 products that have completely transformed my skin. The first one especially, and this is the Alpha Age Liquid Gold with glycolic acid. Glycolic acid sounds scary, I know it does. For people that haven't used this before, it sounds like you're putting awful chemicals on your skin and you're going to wake up and you'll have no skin left, but that's not actually the case. You just go to sleep with this on alone, get them on and wash it off, and you literally look like you've got new skin. It's just really good. It's meant to have loads of long-term benefits, which I'm not sure what they are, but I'm sure there's plenty of reviews online of this. Ruth Crilly's in particular was what spurred me on to buy this, and yeah, I'm really in love with it, and I use it almost every other night. I don't use it absolutely every other night because I don't think that would be too great and kind for my skin, so I don't stick to that strictly. I use it slightly more sparingly than that, but yeah, it's really good, and my skin is also soft and looks a lot clearer. It's really good at clearing up breakouts and spots, and even like blackheads. It just kind of makes them look less apparent, and just amazing. Another product that has a similar effect but over a much smaller period of time and in a much more concentrated way is the Glam Glow face mask. It looks sort of very nice like this, but when you open it, it's a gunky green mask, and as you can see I've used quite a lot of it. I've used this on absolutely everyone. People should be paying me because this is a very expensive tub, and I've been using it on my mum, my stepdad before his 60th birthday party, and my friends, my boyfriend, even my nana has had a try of this because she didn't want to be left out. So yeah, everyone has tried this and everyone has loved it. My mum says it's actually changed her skin. She used to get breakouts around her chin, and they literally have gone, like completely gone, not even kidding. She hasn't changed anything else. It was just using this for a few weeks. It's kind of cleared her skin up a lot. It does all sorts of great things. I don't think it tells you on here. It's really good on blemishes, and yeah, it just really clears up your skin. You can really feel it working. It's proper tingly, which feels a bit intense at first. I find on my skin I've brought tears to my eyes, but I was like, right, it must be working. But yeah, it definitely does. You can see straight away as soon as you take the mask off, your skin is really soft, smooth, and just looks so much healthier, and that kind of glow that you get off it stays around for a good few days. It actually says that it'll give you the Hollywood glow and stuff, and I would totally agree with that. I don't use this all the time because I think it's very expensive, and yeah, it's only for special occasions. Probably about once a month I use this, and that's enough for me, and I completely adore this and would recommend it to anybody. Next I've got 2 little random ones I suppose, and the first is a fragrance, and it's Lady Million by Paco Rabanne. I don't actually have any on at the minute, but it just smells so good. I don't know the notes of it, you just have to go and smell it. It's literally one of the most popular perfumes ever as well though, which is kind of annoying because it means everyone smells like this, but I can totally understand why people would want to because it's amazing. And yeah, I can't say much more about it, but Lady Million is the best perfume ever. And this product I literally couldn't have lived without this year, and it's Hand Food Hand Cream by Sultan Glory. The amount of times I've had to edit Hand Food Hand Cream out of videos because I struggle to say it so much, but I've kind of got it down to science now. Yeah, absolutely love this. As you can see, this one's nearly empty. I go through these probably about once a month, the whole little one. I keep the big ones in the house, to use in the house, but these ones are great for your handbag. They just smell like the typical Sultan Glory scent, but yeah, it's so nice on your hands, so nourishing. It's kind of like the Righteous Butter body butter that they've got, but for your hands. And yeah, I just find it stinks really nice. It doesn't leave your hands too greasy, and yeah, I just absolutely love it, and it's the only hand cream I ever really buy. Right, quickly, I've got 2 hair products. Again, these are ones I've discovered this year that have stood out a mile with. And the first is Moroccan Oil, and as you can see, I invested in the big bottle. This was definitely worth the investment because I've only used down here and I've had it since September. So yeah, this is going to last me a very long time. I only use it to the ends of my hair, probably about from here downwards, and it just makes your hair really soft, really shiny. I know it's not actually repairing your hair, it's just silicones and stuff, but to me it feels nice, so I'm going to continue using it. Other people said they don't like the smell. I love the smell of this, so yeah, I'd recommend giving it a sniff before you buy it in case you'd really hate it, but I really love it. So yeah, really, really beautiful product. Next product just takes me straight back to Ibiza, and that's Bumble & Bumble Surf Spray. I use this every day on holiday and for weeks and weeks when I came back. It's just such a good summer product for your hair. It gives you that proper beachy waves. It actually does manage to do it. I know some surf sprays don't really manage it very well, like drugstore versions, but this is totally worth it. And yeah, it does give you that proper beachy waves that you curl your hair, sprays through, and it just looks like you've just like a perfect beach goddess with hair that looks like a mermaid. Yeah, it is pretty pricey, but for me it's the only one I need to use, and yeah, it kind of keeps your hair in place as well. Like instead of hairspray, this kind of works like that as well and makes your hair look amazing. So much more to say about it, but yeah, if you want that kind of hair, buy this. And lastly, for body, I haven't really got anything apart from 5 different kind of tanning products, which you wouldn't expect after looking at how pale I am right now, but these are all amazing, and I discovered pretty much all of them this year. So yeah, the first is the best fake tan ever, and it's Zen Tan Dark Lotion Absolute Luxe. Yeah, this is my favourite ever. I actually really like the smell. It smells vanilla-y and just really nice. It doesn't ever, to me, smell like fake tan. Like even when it's developed, I can't smell it on my skin at all, and it just smells like the vanilla smell. And yeah, it doesn't give such a really dark, like it says ultra dark, but to me this doesn't come out like proper dark. Like some of it gives a darker tan than this, but this one looks much more natural, much more long lasting, and fades way more naturally. So yeah, overall it's just a much more natural looking option for me. All around it just is more like you've got a real tan. So yeah, I totally recommend trying that out if you love fake tan, because to me this is the best. Next is a really good gradual tan I like building up over a few days, and that's the Garnier Summer Body Moisturising Sun-Kissed Look Body Lotion. I have the dark, deep Sun-Kissed Look version. This does smell a bit like tan. It smells like apricots, like right there when you sniff it, it smells like apricots, but it does develop. I find that this gives a really nice natural tan, like after it's developed, even after the first go. After 2 applications I've got enough tan on to be like happy with the colour I am. It lasts quite a long time as well, quite a few days. Yeah, and I just find it really nice. So it's a much easier option to go for than Zen Tan, because you don't really need to use like a tan mitt or anything. You can just kind of rub it in with your hands and then kind of wash your hands and make sure you don't get any like, orange bits between your fingers. So yeah, it is really nice and much cheaper than Zen Tan, so yeah, I tend to use this one much more often. And for my face, when I'm tanning, I don't tend to use them on my face. I use the Clarins Liquid Bronze Self Tanner. This is just for your face, basically a tanner for your face. It's meant to be quite moisturising as well, and refreshing and nice. It smells nice as well, it smells like holidays. And yeah, I just put some of the cotton pad, just swipe it all over. It doesn't make your face look orange. You can't really go wrong with this. You can't make your face streaky. It doesn't go orange, and it just kind of builds up naturally. It doesn't like go on like tanned, it just goes on like white and then develops. And it's just lovely, and it doesn't feel greasy at all or block your skin or your pores at all, and I just find it lovely, and I really don't even need to look for anything else to do this job, because this is just everything I would need. One for my legs which I found amazing is the Sally Hansen airbrush legs, which is like aerosol and you spray out like this. I usually apply this by spraying on it with a tanner mitt, like really close onto a tanner mitt, because it does come out like a mist. Spray it really close on a tanner mitt and then rub that into my legs. And it's kind of like leg makeup. I think actually it's called leg makeup. I get the colour Deep Glow. And this basically is really good at like covering things on your legs. So even if you have like patchy legs, like blotchy, or little, I don't know, like you know those little dots you get when you've shaved and stuff, or bruise, or anything like that, this just makes the legs look really like perfect and just evened out, and just makes them look smooth and just amazing. And it's really good for going on top of tan as well, because I just find, I don't know, my legs are never as brown as I want them to be. Even when I've tanned, everything else is fine. I just wish my legs were a little bit browner than what they go. And I find this just instantly just makes them really brown. It's not waterproof, it says water resistant, but I've had times, like on New Year, I put this on and some girl dropped a whole drink down my leg in a bar and it went really streaky, but fortunately it was really dark and everyone else was really drunk, so no one really noticed. But it's not waterproof in that sense. But I do find that it's kind of transfer proof. Once it's dry, you're not really going to get it everywhere. And yeah, it does have this kind of, it says Deep Glow, it's kind of like shimmery but nothing like sparkly. But I think that kind of is what makes your legs look all perfected and sheeny and just lovely. Yeah, so I'd highly recommend that, and I use it for nights out. And even when I've washed it off, like the next day, it still leaves like the colour like a bit more tan behind. So yeah, it's really nice, and I would highly recommend that. And the last kind of tanning product is actually an After Sun, which seems kind of irrelevant this time of year, but I did love it throughout the year, so I will mention it. And it's the Clarins After Sun Moisturiser, the self-tanning one. And what is so good about this is that it looks like you're just getting a good tan, when really it's kind of fake. I use this on holiday in Ibiza. I do not tan, so this is really helpful to me. I don't tan, I just go red and then back to white, so yeah, it's really hard for me to get tan. I was on holiday with all my friends and everyone else was going really nice colour, and I was just using this instead, and that makes it go nice colour too. It's got like a tiny bit of self-tanning, and it's got all the After Sun stuff in as well, which makes you really moisturised and stuff. So it just adds to your tan that you're already getting, so you might be turning a really nice natural tan on holiday, but adding this little bit in just gives it extra something that makes it look like a really good tan. So yeah, I would highly recommend that, especially if you don't tan very well. My favourite sort of product of the year by far is the Clarisonic Mia. I nearly forgot to mention this actually, but I saw that over there and I was like, right, I've got to mention it. I use this almost every single day of the whole year for cleansing my face in the morning, and it's just amazing. I can use it with almost any cleanser, laser oil, cleanser, polish. I used to use it with, now I use it with an Origins foaming one, and yeah, I just find it amazing. It's transformed my skin. This time last year my skin was awful, and I got this for Christmas last year, and this whole year I've used it, and yeah, I can definitely say 100% this is worth every penny and has transformed my skin. So yeah, it's just a kind of small review on it. If you want a proper in-depth thing about it, then I will talk about it if you want in a separate video, but for now, yeah, love this. So that's all my favourites of the year. I hope this isn't too long, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you back in the video. Bye! Yeah. I've not finished yet.
Can I show you something?
Yes.
Will I not be on the video?
No, I'll delete it.
Promise?
Promise.
I'm hoofing.
I'm not sure anyone it, man. We'll be coming back for you one day. Oh, pop a quick nail. Pop. What? Like more spot on this bit. It's baby. What do you want? What you doing? Can't speak when you're here. Be gone. Be gone. I actually smell like this all the time, most of the time. All the time, most of the time, that doesn't make sense. So, and that's bum 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 bum. It's just such a summer product for the hair. For the hair. And yeah, I just really, yeah, other than that,